seconds.
All right. Can you hear me now? Now? You got me? Tell me if you can hear me or not. All right. I think I fixed it. Still hasn't noticed. Can you hear me now? We can't hear me still? Are you sure? All right, because I can hear me. And also, I see that little thing moving. Let's see what else I can do. There's also a delay on this, I know, but let me know if you can hear me or not. Dude. I'm good, but you spelled "you're" wrong. It's with a apostrophe. So anyways, rewind my whole stories. Couldn't do the Chastain challenge, but now you can. You can always, I guess, make up for it, whatever. But the whole deal of it is to do it every single day, right? So what I would recommend, if you're trying to do it at nighttime or whatever, do it dead in the morning. You want to do it at like 6 a.m. All right, and if you can't do it at 6 a.m. like for any reason at all, then you do it later on that night, right? So, but if you try to do it at nighttime, then if you can't do it at night, then you're failing. All right, and with I've already said a whole story. Hopefully you could read my lips, but if you couldn't, I was talking about Finley Chastain. All right, so she's the name bearer of the challenge, and what she did, she started adding on to it, like doing like 8 different things or whatever, right? But one day, we needed to play in a tournament, and we had 3 games in one day for her 3rd and 4th grade team. All right, but she also played for our 5th and 6th grade team. But then I also needed her for our 7th and 8th grade team. All boys, and she played for all of them. And we had 3 games each, and she wanted to do all of them. And I asked her dad if she could do it, and he's like, yeah, sure, of course. So from like 9 in the morning to about 8 o'clock at night, she played in 9 straight games. All right, had like a little hour break in the middle, whatever. But when she got home at nighttime around like 8:30 or 9, her mom would not let her do the Chastain challenge. She cried and cried and cried, and I think she finally got her way and did a few things like that. So that's an excuse, all right? And but she still did hers for 10 straight months. No, more than 10 straight months, sorry. She did it for like about a year straight, all right? It's hard. It is hard. But what I recommend, again, is for you to start off at 6 o'clock in the morning. And then if that fails, then you do it later on, okay? That's why you do things early. So that's part of it. An everyday mentality, Mamba mentality. It's a tough, tough, tough deal. But let's start off with the quote of the day. All right, we got follow your own star. All right, follow your own star. It's basically talking about like how you shouldn't, have to be what your parents want you to be or have to be what your parents are. Or like, if you're tall like I am and you don't want to play basketball, you don't have to, right? You follow your own star. But again, the key word in this is not star, right? Everyone has star. Everyone has a star out there that they want, or if they don't, whatever, right? The key word might seem like your own, right? Like your own, like not theirs, your own, right? Yeah. We all get that, right? But I think that the key word here is follow. Follow implies action, right? Doing something to go get your star. All right, follow it, like follow your dreams, like go for it and not stand still. All right, you can't be lazy doing these things. You must go out there and shoot for it. All right, and the stars, hey, those aren't close. All right, those are far away things. Okay, and you want to be able to, if you want to be able to get those things, well, you got to do different things to get there. You can't keep doing the same things in life and hope for different results. All right, so go out there and follow your star, follow your own star, and go get it. All right, next thing, you got elementary school drills right here. All right, for the elementary school drills, we got, let me see this thing. All right, we have 101 hurdles for losers. All right, King's drill as well. Let me move my thing up. There we go. All right. So hurdles for losers, King's drill, chair duo, extended monogenomity layups, athletic finish, ladder to sidestep series. All right, the one that I want to talk about is the chair duo. For the chair duo, you're going dribble between the leg, behind the back wrap. All right, and you want to do that with the person across from you doing the same exact thing, but with the opposite side. So with the same hand, so you both have the ball in your right hand, or you both have it in your left hand. And it's dribble between the leg, behind the back. And when you go behind your back, with your left hand per se, you want your left foot to go across your body, all right? And with the right hand going behind your back, you want your right foot to go to the left side of your body. And you do this to see who's quicker, all right? If you happen to be with the coach can actually just reach for the ball, and whenever he reaches, you have to go as fast as you can. So what we do for that one is we dribble with like one hand as low as fast as we can. Then when the coach has his hands leave his knees and go for the steal, you got to go between your legs and behind your back as fast as you can. And what this does is it helps you react to people stealing the ball faster, react to your dribble being lost or whatever, right? So dribble, and then between the leg, behind the back as fast as you possibly can, so you can get that move to be, just like second hand, like where it's just your instincts taking over. All right, let's move on to the homework. Again, posting the homework. You did post yesterday, Connor. All right, and again, I'm trying to beg Finn to post, but that's how it is, right? Once I think it'll be so much easier once we get like 90 to 100 people in our program, because chances are one person will do it, like 2 people will do it. Okay, when you deal with what we have right now, we just have 4 people following us right now, 5 people maybe, right? You're not going to get all 5. That's impossible. 5 people aren't going to the NBA. 5 people aren't going to try their hardest. 5 people aren't going to fall for your tricks. They're just not. All right? And they may not see it right now, but like it's so much easier if you have someone pushing you and you have to turn in your homework. It's so much easier to have to do it. All right? I can't tell you how much harder it is to wake up before 9 a.m. without school. I mean, when I had school, I had to wake up. When I had early morning workouts before COVID, I had to wake up. Now that it's just like me and I work for myself, it is so hard to wake up because no one's going to know. No one's going to hold me accountable to it, all right? Well, if it is a two-person drill anyway, don't you always do the one where you steal it? You don't have to. Both of you guys can dribble at the same exact time. As long as you're going fast, it's all good. So as long as you're dribbling and like one person says go or whatever, you don't have to do it with the defender. Because when you do it with the defender, the person shooting for the ball, he's not really getting better. So I like it done with two balls. Each person has their own ball for that drill. All right, but getting back to the homework. Again, Finn Kaufman, I need you doing this. Again, I'm begging you, right? I'm begging you. If you were Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, and you were like here right now, dedicated, right? Like laser focused, would I be begging them? Is that a story? Well, I had Michael Jordan in my program, and that guy, he never posted the homework. Nope, never did. He posted it sometimes whenever he felt like it, but it was a little too hard for him sometimes, and that's why he's Michael Jordan. There you go. Does that sound like a story? That sounds like a horrible story. That is not a story that would ever be told, right? It should be more like you're pushing me to offer more homework and stuff like that, right? So, again, do the homework assigned, put it up on here, and show me the stuff. If it's too hard, I'm sorry. All right? If it's too hard, I'm sorry. But again, I swear to you, if we had more people, you would be doing it. All right? If we had more people posting it, and we had, let's just say 10 people, and 9 people were posting it every single day, and you were the odd one out, you would definitely do it. And that's called peer pressure. All right? And that's why being on a better team is actually a little bit better for some kids because they need someone to push them. But Connor, great job pushing yourself. Keep doing it. And don't forget that this guy, Finn, he's the guy that said that you're just doing this because you're hyped in the beginning. He's the guy when we first started said he probably can't keep up to us. Before I left California, they said, whoever you get over there, John, we will be able to kick his butt. Whoever you get, we will work harder than him. All right? And I think what they mean is that they're going to work harder than you, but not show you. They're going to secretly work harder than you, and we have to just take their word for it, I suppose. Anyways, that's me. I'm griping on you guys about that. And step it up, step it up, step it up. Picture of the day. All right, this is the NBA play-in. It's getting pretty exciting on both ends. Man, like it's so close. And there's one race actually on the eastern side. It is so crazy close. Wait, is it on the eastern side? No, it's on the western side. All right, the Golden State Warriors play the Memphis Grizzlies the last game of the season. Memphis has an easy schedule, but the Warriors are hot. It may come down to it where if you're 7th or 8th, you have to win one game to advance. If you're 8th or 9th, you must win. 7th or 8th. If you're 9th or 10th, you have to win 2 games to get to the playoffs. The Grizzlies, they want to be in 8th place. Warriors don't want to be in 9th place. It may come down to the last game of the season to see who's going to be playing the Lakers to get into the playoffs automatically, or who is going to be forced to play against the 9th and 10th seed. It's so crazy. But I like that stuff. It's fun. And it leads me to a question. Now, this is not a trivia question. This is just a question. All right, there are 4 dangerous players to choose from, okay? All right, and when you have the play-in tournament, the reason why it's so fun is because it's not a 7-game series. In a 7-game series, the best team usually wins, like a large majority of the time because there's so many games, right? You can only get lucky so many times. And DeMar DeRozan said that's why, like when he had to play against LeBron James and kept losing to them with the Raptors, everyone was making fun of him. But he's like, dude, you don't get it. LeBron James is so smart. 1 game, 2 games, yeah, sure, 3, maybe. But after a while, he just understands all your plays. He gets everything, and he's just so smart. He figures you out. So in a 7-game series, that guy's really hard to beat. Almost impossible. With that said, he's not impossible to beat for 1 game, as he proves, right? 1 game, anyone can win. 1 game is what makes the NCAA tournament so exciting, right? And for you guys should realize that any given day, like any given Sunday, the movie, any given day, you can be better than the other guy. So it's not like you're going to be playing against this guy 100 straight times, right? Just once you have to be better than him. And out of 100 times, if he beat you 99, that guy's way better than you are. But there's no one to say when that one time that you'll beat him is. It may be the first time, and then you'll never see him again. All right. So with that said, here's the question: out of these 4 players, who is the most dangerous, all the way to the least dangerous, and they're all dangerous by the way, in a 1-game series? In a play-in, who would you least likely like to play against? And the players are Dame Lillard, who plays for the Portland. They might get into the play-in too. LeBron James, Steph Curry, or Luka Doncic. Let me know your order in the comment section, okay? My order, I think Curry, by far, is number 1. I don't want to play against him. I don't care if he's on the worst team. He can just get on fire for 1 game. 7-game series, I want to play against the Warriors. Yeah, they suck this year. All right, but for 1 game, Curry's my number 1 person I don't want to play against. Then I got to go with Dame. Then LeBron. Then Luka. That is my order right there. Curry, Dame, LeBron, Luka. Luka, I'm not so afraid. Just 1 game. Yeah, not yet. Not just 1 game. He doesn't strike me as that person. But LeBron's so big. But Dame's amazing. But Curry, that's the scary one. Let me know your order in the comment section, you guys. All right. Next up, we got a commercial break. That was our boy Connor, another commercial. Hey, so what I'm thinking about lately is I see your order. We got Curry, LeBron, Dame, and Luka for Connor. And then Curry, LeBron, Lillard, and Doncic. Oh, basically the same exact order. Yeah. I'm more afraid of Dame than LeBron in a 1-game series. Because LeBron isn't, oh man, he's less likely to get on fire, I guess I can say. All right, but he doesn't impose his will. I get why he's amazing, but like when you have a guy shooting from half court, that's just a weird thing to scout for. And I mean, I don't know. It's almost like luck. You have to watch out for like more luck in those guys. I don't know, but good choices though. I am planning to make a movie. All right, I've got to get coaches, players, all that stuff. Talk to Connor about it actually, but I'm planning to make a movie, and what I want to do is I want to make it a 12-part movie, like 5 minutes each or something like that. So in the end, I could put it together like an hour-long thing, where once a month, starting in January, I'll follow the life of a player. All right, and yeah, but I'm also gonna kind of tweak reality a little bit too, and I'm just gonna write the story to be some amazing story that I have not written yet, and it's gonna pretend to follow the life of this player. It'll show real game footage, real stuff behind the scenes, stuff like that, but I'm gonna tweak what reality actually is, right? So like maybe he's in the championship game, but we don't really show championship game. All right, and I'm gonna use it for marketing. I'm also gonna kind of use it to make this kid into a living legend within our program, and I think it'll just be fun because I'm gonna need that kid to show up, and maybe since I'll have the whole story done by mid-year, I'll just be including footage and perfecting it, right? And I have fun doing that stuff. But also I get to focus on the following year's person too, and I get to lead kids on into wanting to be this star, right? So we're creating a little celebrityism within our own organization, and I think just for terms of inspiration, that's another one that I'm missing. I tell all my stories and I include kids. That makes them legends and stuff like that. But what really inspires us in life is I want to be the president one day, or stuff like that, and like, or I want to be like The Rock, and like you try so much harder because of the celebrity stuff, and to not include that is a crime, especially when it's like, like a great promotional tool. So I have a lot of ideas for that. I'm not a filmmaker, but I don't know. I might become one. Who knows? So heads up for that stuff. I don't know. That's just an idea that I had. But if LeBron does get on fire, he can easily get 40. That's why he's not last. All those guys are amazing and scary. All right, next one. We got middle school. All right, so for middle school, we got alley-oops, wall passes, deflect to layup, zigzag sprint D, anchor layups, point blank layups. All right, and all these are things that you should be able to do on your own for 5 or 10 minutes. You want to film them, all right, then post them on our site. If you're a middle school player, do this stuff. All right. Again, once the actual season starts, we'll have coaches that will be giving you guys coins all the time for it, or like make you guys run if you don't do it, or like whatever their little trick is on their particular team, they will be doing that. That's the difference between big government and small government. Small government can take care of like little intricacies. All right, I don't want to get too Republican on you, but small government's actually a little bit better than big government, even though big government has the overall vision for the entire country or the entire program, right? So you need them both, right? And once we have that, it'll be a lot easier for you guys to stay motivated as well. But try to keep yourself motivated, because if you can, you rule the earth. All right. If you need other people, then you're just like a pawn, basically. All right. And speaking of pawns, here goes our story of the day. When all we do is focus on the greatest talents and the loudest victories, we miss those that have taken enormous baby steps, like overcoming shyness, working on a weakness, or requesting to be held accountable. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. All right, courage is the voice at the end of the day that says, I will try again tomorrow. Courage doesn't always roar. These are things like for introverts, like I claim to be. And to be courageous is just to go back out there and try it again. You don't have to be like the Superman in this world and like save everyone's lives to be courageous, right? It's just trying to get better. Okay, and then the 3 examples that I listed in that video were quitting smoking, overcoming shyness, or just trying not to be lazy, right? Or like asking to be held accountable, right? And when you're held accountable, it's a very special thing. And my brother was trying to bring up his coach in college. He was like, yeah, he was a mean coach. I was like, oh, like me? He goes, no, he was demeaning to people. I was like, yeah, like me. People always claim that I'm demeaning to people, but people claim that I do 2 things, and they say it oftentimes in the same breath. They say that I'm really, really, really mean to the kids, and then they say I hype you guys up way too much. They're like, can you tell my son he can't make it to the NBA? Or like, stop filling his head with these dreams and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, what? How can I be both? How can I be both here and there? And the reason why they say that is because I'm always like, if you work your hardest, you can do whatever you want. You can make the NBA. You can be D1, whatever, right? And I say, and if you don't, then you're going to be down here. And they're like, that's so mean to say if he doesn't work, he's going to be down here. Dude, that's what it is. And I don't care if you don't work and you make the NBA, you're still a loser. All right? And yeah, if you call that demeaning by me saying the lazy version of you is a loser, then I don't know what demeaning is. I mean, demeaning is not that word. That's just reality. All right? And if I say that the hardest working version of you is amazing, if that's hyping you up, I guess that's hyping you up. All right? Because if you try your hardest and don't make it anywhere and don't make any team, you still did amazing. And I think what I'm saying is very honest, and I think what I'm saying is very, very kind. And for anyone who thinks that what I'm saying is like too disingenuous in terms of like hyping you guys up too much or too mean in terms of like demeaning you, then they're just silly. All right? Then they're stupid. Anyways, that's just what I think, and just how it is. Next thing, hey, but again, yeah, courage doesn't always roar. All right, so whatever your courageousness is, go out there and do it. All right. high school stuff. We got one-on-one, no steals, no blocks. Make 15 threes in 3 minutes. Line jumps to shots. Tap series. 21 by 3 jumps and quick ball touches. The make 15 threes in 3 minutes. Yo, I don't know what happened to Blake that day. He goes, yo, can someone challenge me? Being all cocky, right? So I was like, sure. Let's do make 10 threes in less than a minute. And he goes, that's too easy. And so we all like dared him to do it. He went out and tried, did not do it. But I will say this, I'm pretty sure he tried for like an hour. He got better during that hour. So that would be good if everyone tried. I'm going to give it a go on this Saturday when I get to the gym. And I'll try to make 10 straight threes in less than a minute. That is tough. That is really, really tough. But even if you don't make it, you've survived it. But make 15 threes in 3 minutes, that should be a given. That should be like automatic every single time. It's impossible to not do that. All right, if you want to be a good shooter. Why pay for your child to play basketball if you don't want them to play at a high level? Oh, they just want their kid to have fun. And I didn't understand that before either because I'm a psychopath. Basically, if your kid asks you for a quarter or for like 12 quarters to play Pac-Man, and an old guy like me with a Pac-Man shirt comes up to him and goes, hey, you got to do this and you got to wiggle it like that, kid. And the kid's like, who the hell are you? I think that it's very justifiable for the kid to be like, I just want to have fun. I don't care which cherry I eat first in this Pac-Man game. And to some people, it's just a game, and that's okay, and that's cool, and that's fun. But if it happens to not be a game to you, then that's what I'm talking about, and that's what our program's about. So I understand where they're coming from, and don't ever think that they're wrong, okay? It is just a game. But we're crazy, so there you go. All right, moving on. We got our trivia question for the day right after this, okay? Here's our movies for the day. I didn't talk about the 11th grade movie yesterday. The 11th grade, that one's for 12th grade. The 11th grade movie is The Hurricane. All right, The Hurricane is with Denzel Washington, and it's right here. It's a boxing movie, and it's the guy who, a real person, that guy right there, who was heavyweight champion of the world, and basically got like accused of doing a crime he didn't do, even though like nothing matched up to him, and he was in prison for all these years, and the movie tells the whole story. But in real life, this guy Bob Dylan right here, he's a singer, one of the greatest folk singers in the history of the world, great writer too, weird voice though. I like him a lot though. He wrote a song about this guy, about the entire thing, and tells like the whole story. And it was like from the book that was written about him, and basically he helped get Hurricane free. And Hurricane Carter still does speeches and stuff like that. It goes around. It's a great, great, great movie, whether I just told you the entire story or not. Made 15 in the time Blake made 10. Good job. All right. So yeah, The Hurricane. It's the 11th grade movie. An amazing movie. Your parents will let you watch this even if it's above your grade. Other one is the 12th grade movie, The Great White Hype. This is a comedy. It's also a boxing movie, but it's a comedy where this dude, he gets out of shape and stuff like that. Then he fights this white dude who was like just put out there, and it was like supposed to be like a big promotional thing. It's a funny movie. Your parents may not let you watch this movie. It's kind of risque in some parts, but it's the 12th grade movie, and that catches us up. So there's all that. Anyways, let's get to our trivia question for the day. All right, so Finn is leading 4-2 to 1 to 0. All right, and the question is, let me see. I brought up everything else. Got it. All right, here's the question. It was from the Michael Jordan flu game. All right, or the sick game, as Wilbon wants to say. All right, this is one of the historic moments in Michael Jordan's life. And again, it's just like why I'm trying to create stories so people can have stories. And I'm going to make any small story huge, right? This is a big time story because we don't know if Michael Jordan was like food poisoned with the pizza that he ordered, or if he was out drinking, right? Or if he really just caught the flu somehow while in that Utah hotel room, or whatever it may have been. But he was definitely like under the weather, right? Was he exaggerating? We don't know, but he did kill. And they had to carry him off the court and stuff like that. He was dehydrated, right? And they said he wasn't even like sweating at the line, which is like weird because like when you're playing a game, you should be sweating, right? But if you have the flu, then you may not be sweating, right? So definitely all matches up. My question to you guys in this famous game is, what year was the game? What year was the game? The month was June 11th, because it was a playoff game. But what year was that game? All right, first one up on the screen wins. And that's an easy question. You can even type it in to Google. What year was that game? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? All right, I got nobody so far. I still got nobody. Nobody's coming in. And here comes nobody. Goes nobody around the turn. And nobody's looking like he's going to win. Nobody. Come on, nobody. You can start guessing years, guys. 1997 is the answer. And I mean, obviously, that is Finn Kaufman with the win. And Finn Kaufman now has 5 wins. He even typed it in twice. All right. Anyways, easy peasy. That was an easy game. I almost said a racial thing right there. That wouldn't have been good. Anyways, hey, you guys, thanks for joining us today. The show will continue to improve. All right, but it's only going to improve if you guys let it. All right. So don't forget the quote of the day. The quote of the day is to follow your own star. All right. Follow your own star. You can be what you want to be. All right. And again, I'll keep taking care of stuff on my end. You guys make sure you guys take care of stuff on your end. Last day of the week is in 2 days. So today's Wednesday. All right. Make sure you guys keep pushing and post your homework, dudes. All right. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Peace.